Hello, my wonderful subscribers, to my viewers, and to everybody watching me on Nkasa TV. Everything for myself, so be a car was shonkopa. Sisia and Sema Hodua Ekoso, our media and so, but especially Minister for Good Board, Sammy Jeffy Hons and Semne Eka are called a particular sector or tea and a mobile vetinasi. Fifi Boafo, or no nana a public head for formal head of public affairs. Yeah, sorry. Or no, Edina no our between and Semia Ekoso, ewo good board sector. Nebisha for ning in Samia and SSR Eka abaho no dear. Only the Eka because that time I know and the health for public affairs ewo hono na ebisha for minister are not all holding time. Not making sure say everything no is being put in place. Niama did na kwan so said the SNF fata. But since I feel and I say end this Yamanyoko no eba bemuno. Near maybe na it doesn't seem right. Obo I need na minister. Will be before for just say a dear way and I say as this particular portfolio and I their money panel. For that person doesn't deserve it. But near their money say, oh, since our boy me campaign and all that, no, oh, kwa say, oh, kwa. But nipa no betimi aye no ye mfama no wokikan ya kikan sisi idea sa kana abanidi ebia for unless e Ghana for taxes na already yes ade ba no omodi bi kika ho no eno an ye be manesu ye be increase the amount or yeah na che say ajeje ne de chi asa kan because sisi ade Ghana mine no baby a direct it us enya sepa insem bebre na Fifi Boafo, Edia Suja, intimate person myself, and any bobny equity in Rassisia, Medasi.
Break this one down. Chairman General, Gold Board were a regulator and a buyer. One have the monopoly. The gold biano there, small scale miners will go in one water. That is one, a buyer. Two, ones who will regulate. Now, aggregators now while engage one what to gold in brown they started by paying them 15%. When the minority raised this concern that immediately Gold Board and Bank of Ghana held an emergency board meeting and reviewed the fees to 9%. That is the first point that the minority was vindicated.
From 15.
From 15. So it would be wrong for you to describe me as ignorant, petty, or bitter. Because if what I am saying is not true, why did you review the fees from 15% to 9%? Two, when we raised the issue on the floor, they did a further review from 9% to 5%. Then eventually the governor announced an exit by saying that the Bank of Ghana will not finance that transaction again. What they are doing now is that they are even budgeting, putting in the 2027 budget, the costs of financing this gold purchase program. We are yet to see the figures. So, Chairman, issue raise. We don't want anybody to attempt to trivialize it. Then people will be hired on social media, go and insult Afenyo Market, go and insult Abno Sayasari. Abno Sayasari is a very respected legislator, member of parliament.
Okay.
On kasa keke. But you see, Yenyanum NDC for no. They criticized, yet when you are criticizing them, they get offended. They are rather being personal. Look, this is the most constructive opposition in parliament Ghana has ever had. We don't go personal. I want NDC Nibiara, even on Pema Semumpono, to itemize one by one where I was personal in attacking personalities in their government. I showed them great deal of respect. From the president to the ministers to the chief executives of institutions, because I want to raise the issues. But as a leader in opposition, you don't expect me to be taking tea with you. Chair, there are a lot of things that we see, and because of the nature of those issues, we tell them in private that go and correct it. It's not everything we say in public, because we've been in government before. It's not everything that I know that I'll come and say, sit here and say because no here amembu, you should know the limits. You should know the red lines. You should know the things that you say in public and things that you don't say in public. Gold board is a very big scandal awaiting the nation if they don't listen to us. If they think we are being personal, the international institutions will start cracking the whip on them. The things I know they don't know, or there are things that they will tell us in opposition. So when we are talking, they should listen. They shouldn't take them in pen. Why Mupocho, chairman? Mupocho, at the risk of, I don't want to say something that Obi Hunka or the one who basically one day it boost. Ebaze na meshisho obiaze. Why? What is it that Obi ne success you envy? Envy the person for what? Being bitter about what? I don't know Koduno yet. If anybody loves gold board, it is we the minority.
What's one
Well, chairman. Kojo Upon Krumah raised it. He was attacked. He's not an accountant. Gold board chief executive attacked him on TV3. He attacked him on Joy. News file. That Kojo is wrong. The records are there. Mumboni tape in chat.
But Kojo has a background in accounting.
Oh, well, what's on your accountant? Meanwhile, you become UCC.
Our background in accounting.
Abno Sayasari, chartered accountant. Why a minister of state? One more be cross social media sharp now, Robert Yaya. Abna was speaking from the IMF report. We are stakeholders. They meet with us. Look, when I was majority leader, Atu was the minority leader. There were a lot of things that I too knew. That's Oka, Obomunde. How did he get to know? By becoming a minority leader, I now understand that some of these agencies, they will relate some of the wrongdoing in government and share report with you. But we go about it in a very civilized manner. We haven't gone out attacking an individual. Mpocho chairman, has any of us used a word that Osimesi is corrupt? No. We haven't said that. We would want to have a reason to say that a particular person is corrupt. I have not used that word. What we are saying is that the losses at Gold Board is a big scandal. It has to be fixed.
Sammy Sonyanokwa.
Mpocho, Gold Board Chief Executive Chairman, by way of clarity, the same Gold Board Chief Executive is accusing the IMF there. The IMF doesn't understand the thing, the report they've written. But I'm saying that it cannot be that you are the only person. Itase, Obia Itase. Bank of Ghana has accepted the findings of IMF.
Bank of Ghana, Wajatum.
That is why. Oh, come on, chairman. Call the central bank. Call their communication of. Anyway, why do you think that the governor came out to issue a public notice that the bank has pulled out of the gold purchase program? Why did the government pull out? The governor pull out? So when he raised the issue, they should stop saying there, now I challenge you. Challenge me with what? The report is there. In any event, chairman, we brought a motion to parliament and said that we should form a bipartisan committee to do a full hearing to look at the losses. Why did the majority block it? Now to Musa Abatwa. Musa, you are saying that Gold Board Chief Executive has challenged the minority. But your own majority in parliament is blocking his coming to parliament. How else do we invite him? It is only a parliamentary committee that can invite Gold Board. We do it through a motion adopted and carried by parliament. Or the parliament yet na ye debate na what to me okay. No Gold Board in paying for one bra. Bank of Ghana in paying for one bra. One be explain the gold for reserve program, because 22 billion losses being reported by IMF is huge. Or you're very serious. but the majority blocked it. Will vote against us, they won't take. So if a chief executive of Gold Board now says that he is daring us, we should invite him. How do we invite him? Anyway, if you want us to have a studio interview right here at Peace FM or any other platform, I am ready. My colleagues are ready. Our weapon is the IMF report. It is not us. I know that I don't understand gold business. But I have read and I understand and I have seen a report stating clearly that the transactions have resulted in losses in excess of $1.7 billion and then in excess of 22 billion cedis. I also know
IMF report, or your final report, and
yes, that's a final report signed and issued, released on your draft report. That's not a draft report. We are talking about the end of year 2025. And Chairman General, another point is the reason why the central bank has exited the program. The IMF issued some other warnings and queries to the government. Is the reason why